Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of the Zombie Chronicles. I was watching TikToks. I know I've got to stay off of TikTok, but they have this series on ancient handwork, like traditional handwork that's been done for years and years and years. And on the one, they were doing some grass weaving, and their technique was amazing. And I'm like, I wonder if I can do that with wool. So, I have gathered together some scavenged stuff. These were frames from a tent that blew down, a chunk of wood. I've got some crochet cotton we're going to use as our warp. And for our wax, I have a fresh Icelandic fleece. And we're just going to work with it in the grease, unwashed, everything. We're just going to try weaving with it because I think for what I'm attempting to do, that the lanolin and the length are going to work in our favor. But, you know, as with all things I try, this could go immensely south. So the first thing I'm going to do is make up a couple of yards of warp, and I'm going to put it onto clothespins for a part of the process. So while I'm doing this, I don't need to be chit-chatting, so I'll just put you on time lapse. 1 second. So I have a couple yards of cotton on each of these sets of pegs. Now we need to set up our loom. So I'm using these two pieces off an old tent. It doesn't have to be like very secure because it's not holding a lot of weight. Darn you all, you went in before. Oh, I probably have the end all plugged with dirt. Yep, that's why I won't go in. Oh, here comes some kitty cats. They're like, what's going on? You're being weird. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, a hammer would come in handy right about now. There we go. Okay, there's one side. Now, here's our board. So it only has to be far enough apart to support the board. So we're going to go right about there. Okay, then we take our board and put it through here. So this is just like a support. And then we take our warp strings and just lay them across. not going to make a big piece here because I don't even know if it's going to work. So we're going to do small bits. All right, so here's our setup. Now comes the part that I've never tried before. I've only seen it done. We're going to play with it and see if it works. I'll bring it closer so you can get a better view of what we're doing. Now we need our fleece. So I have a Shetland fleece here that I'm hoping is going to be long enough to work well with this. All right, there we go. Just going to grab a piece and take some locks. Probably shouldn't have done this on a windy day. Just lay it across our warp. So we want our end pieces to be straight. Okay, so we have our first layer on. Now what we do is we just take our pieces and wrap them. So this one goes over, this one comes back, and tighten them up. This one goes over, this one goes back, and tighten them up. Over, back, over, and back, over, and back. Over. Whoops, one of my clothespins fell off. I'll have to fetch that. Now they used rocks, wrapped rocks for theirs. There we go. Alright, I'm just going to rewrap this. Bobo's lurking in the background. He's very curious about what's going on and he loves the smell of a raw fleece. Okay. Alright, so there's our first row done. Just going to straighten some of this out. Now, if we were using something heavier, it would pull these tighter for sure. But seeing as how I've never done this before, I'm not entirely sure how we're going to work it. Now, the ends, just take a lock and lay it over this. Wrap it around and lock in that first lock so that your original lock is around and then laid back to secure it. I didn't do a very good job on that, but we're going to roll with it anyways. Like I said, they were doing this with grass. I'm just, you know how my brain works. I wonder if that would work for this. Totally not what it's designed for, but let's do it anyways. All right. Stop it. Stop it. There we go. Back, over, back. Oh, I reversed directions. Might actually work better that way from the looks of it. Okay, so we're gonna go this way that time. Back, oops. Definitely need a better way to secure my warp strings here. There we go. Alright, so we're coming to the end. We want to take our new stuff, becomes our tail. So this old one wraps around and then comes back. And then you're going to go over and back, over and back. All right, just tuck that in there. All right, so there's our first 2 rows done. I think I should be working with less wool because it looks like the skinnier places are looking better. Okay, I'm going to keep working this for a while and we'll see how it turns out. So I'll put you on time lapse and I will keep working away on this. I think I'm going to actually tie these warp threads on and then go from there. Just to secure them better. So there's our first thing we found out. Definitely tie your strings onto your, whatever you're using as your weights. And I can do this. And then just release as I need it. Well, that's much better. All right, I'm going to fix these all up and then I will keep working it and we'll see what we end up with because I'm really curious. This is looking kind of cool and I'm sort of excited. All right. All right, so this seems to be working, but I got off to a very rough start. So I think before I go any further, I'm going to pull this apart and I'm going to start over again. And this time I'm going to work with either a more even spread of fiber or a thinner spread of fiber, but for an initial try, it is working and it is kind of cool. Kind of excited. Oh, and see, I did my nails, which I shouldn't have done before the Zombie Apocalypse Chronicles because it's making it very difficult. But I'm going to undo this and I'll bring you back when I'm ready to start again and we'll give it another go because I think this is going to work really cool. Like a pin loom without the pin. Anyways, I'll be back. I lost control of my weave, but here's what it's looking like. Now the difference between this and a traditional weave is it's not like one up and down. It's like the threads from the warp itself is crossed over at each layer. And this is what you end up with. It's kind of cool and it's kind of working, but I definitely need to practice some more. The advantage is this is fairly easy to travel. I don't really need to keep my piece of wood. I can just prop it between two stones, two logs, whatever, throw a stick on it, wrap these over the stick, and away I go. And if I used rocks instead of clothespins, it would be even more portable. So now I know how to do straw baskets as well as make fabric. This was really fun. It kind of hurts my brain, and it's going to take a lot more practice before I'm really good at it, but it was a heck of a lot of fun to try something new. Will I survive the zombie apocalypse? Still undetermined. Still pretty sure I won't. But thanks for joining me, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.